The Arctic, a land of snow and ice, yet in this unforgiving environment, a creature thrives. The polar bear, an apex predator built for the cold. It seems impossible, but these masters of the Arctic can easily overheat. Their thick fur and blubber are perfect insulation against the cold, but too much exertion can be dangerous. Climate change is the most significant threat facing polar bears today. Sea ice, their primary hunting ground, is melting at an alarming rate. This forces them to spend more time on land where food is scarce. As the ice melts, they are forced to travel further for food. This can lead to exhaustion, starvation, and even drowning. The plight of the polar bear is a stark reminder of the urgent need to address climate change. The future of the polar bear hangs in the balance. Polar bears are classified as marine mammals. Their lives are intricately intertwined with the sea. They depend on the ocean for their survival. Their scientific name literally means maritime bear. These magnificent creatures are found throughout the Arctic region. Their reliance on sea ice is absolute. It is their hunting ground, their refuge, their home. Sea ice forms over the ocean during the colder months. It provides a platform for polar bears to hunt their preferred prey, seals. These blubbery marine mammals are essential for the bear's survival. The relationship between polar bears and sea ice is a delicate balance. As climate change melts the ice, it disrupts this balance. Polar bears are perfectly adapted for their icy world. Their bodies are designed to withstand the extreme cold. Their thick fur and blubber provide exceptional insulation. But beneath that white coat lies a surprising secret. Polar bear skin is actually black. This dark pigment helps absorb heat from the sun, providing an extra layer of warmth. Their fur is not truly white, it is translucent. Each hair shaft is hollow, allowing light to pass through, giving the fur a white appearance. Their paws are massive and covered in rough pads and non-retractable claws, providing excellent traction on ice and snow. They are powerful swimmers, using their large front paws to propel themselves through the water. Section 4. Hunters of the Arctic Sea. Polar bears are formidable hunters, perfectly adapted to their icy domain. They rely heavily on seals for sustenance. Hunting seals, however, is no easy feat. It requires patience, skill, and a bit of luck. Their primary hunting technique involves waiting near seal breathing holes. These holes in the ice allow seals to surface and breathe. Polar bears use their keen sense of smell to locate these breathing holes. They lie in wait, sometimes for hours, patiently waiting for an unsuspecting seal to emerge. Their success rate, however, is surprisingly low. Studies have shown that polar bears are successful in only about 2% of their hunts. This highlights the challenges they face in finding food. They must be opportunistic feeders, taking advantage of any opportunity that presents itself. Their powerful sense of smell is their most important hunting tool. Section 5. Emerging threats to an Arctic icon. Beyond the looming threat of climate change, polar bears face a growing number of challenges. Human activities in the Arctic are increasing, bringing with them a host of new dangers. Oil and gas exploration poses a significant risk to these vulnerable creatures. Oil spills are a constant threat. These spills can have devastating consequences for polar bears. The oil contaminates their fur, reducing its insulating properties. This can lead to hypothermia. Ingestion of oil can cause poisoning and organ damage. Toxic chemicals such as pesticides and industrial pollutants are also making their way into the Arctic food web. Polar bears, as top predators, are particularly vulnerable to the effects of these toxins. The Arctic is becoming increasingly accessible due to melting sea ice. Section 6. A future for polar bears. Despite the challenges they face, there is still hope for polar bears. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these magnificent creatures and their fragile Arctic habitat. International agreements, such as the Agreement on the Conservation of Polar Bears, aim to conserve polar bear populations and their habitat. Scientists are working tirelessly to better understand polar bear ecology and the threats they face. This research is crucial for developing effective conservation strategies. By studying their movements, diet, and reproductive success, scientists can gain valuable insights into the health of polar bear populations. Public awareness is also key to polar bear conservation. By educating people about the plight of these iconic animals, we can inspire action to reduce our impact on their environment. Simple actions, such as reducing our carbon footprint and supporting sustainable practices, can make a difference. The future of polar bears hangs in the balance. By working together, we can ensure that these magnificent creatures continue to roam the Arctic ice for generations to come.